Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to build an AI agent to auto-analyze Google Forms product feedback. So here, as a product manager at an e-commerce store, I am receiving feedbacks from my customers related to the products which they have purchased and was delivered on the basis of different fields. I need to summarize each of the feedback and generate the analysis for it, and also I have to send it to my team members on Google Chat Space. But doing it manually is going to take a lot of time. Therefore, I have decided to automate this entire process with the help of my AI agent, that is OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. Now every time I am going to receive a new feedback form submission through Google Forms, automatically my AI agent is going to generate the summary for the analysis of that feedback, and automatically a message notification is going to be sent to my team members on Google Chat Space for that same summary. Now to automate this entire process, I am not going to use any kind of coding and programming skills, but I am going to simply connect all these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. So for your business, if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step, for that you have to come towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video we are going to learn step by step how to automate Google Forms feedback collection and analysis with the help of Pabbly Connect and AI agent. So as a product manager at an e-commerce brand, I collect customer feedbacks through Google Forms after every product delivery which they have received. These forms help us understand what customers love, what they don't, and how can we improve our products and quality. However, going through each response manually, summarizing insights, and spotting recurring issues is taking a lot of time. So here I have set up an automation with the help of Pabbly Connect and AI agent. Every time I'm going to receive a new feedback from my customers through this Google Form submission, automatically all the details which the customer is going to submit will be analyzed, and a summary is going to be generated of the entire feedback with the help of my AI agent, that is OpenAI. Further, I'm going to send that summary as a notification to my team members on Google Chat Space so that we can improve further and make our product quality best. Now, in order to automate this entire process, we will have to build a connection between this Google form which we have created to collect the feedbacks from customers, our AI agent to generate the analysis summary, that is OpenAI, and here Google Chat Space to send the notification to our team members. Now, for building this connection, we are not going to use any kind of coding and programming skills, but we are going to integrate all these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So let's get started. To start with the process, you have to open a new tab. You have to type pabbly.com/connect in your browser, which is going to take you towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which helps us to automate all our daily repetitive tasks without the requirement of any coding and programming skills, simply by connecting our work applications with each other. Today, we are going to automate the entire process of Google Forms feedback analysis with the help of our AI agent. And for that, we are going to create a step-by-step workflow. So here you are on the landing page where you can find two options, sign in and sign up for free. In case if you are already an existing user, just click on sign in to log into your account directly. But if you are a new user, you have to click on this green button with sign up for free, which will help you to create a free new account just in 2 minutes. Also, when you will do that, you're going to receive 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. So as an existing user, currently I'm going to click on sign in. This is all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. It has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. On the dashboard, we can find all our workflows which we have created. And to save the workflows, we can also create separate folders like this. Now to create a new workflow, let's click on this create workflow option. As we have done that, a dialog box is appeared in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let me provide a name over here. Build an AI agent to auto-analyze Google Forms product feedback. After giving the name to my workflow, now I'm going to select the folder. So you can see I have a list of folders over here. Among these folders, the automation which I'm going to create currently is related to AI. So I'm going to select AI automations as my folder. And now I'm going to click on create. As we have done that, now a new screen is going to be open in front of us. The screen contains two extremely important windows. Basically, this is a blank workflow which we have to fill up in order to completely set up our automation. Here we have trigger and action. So trigger and action are the two main concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation works. Here the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Now, let's suppose here I want that every time I'm going to receive a new feedback form response from my customer who has received the delivery of the product, then automatically on the basis of the details which they have submitted in the form, an analysis should be generated with the help of my AI agent. And as an AI agent, I'm using OpenAI over here. So I'm going to take Google Forms and trigger an AI agent, that is OpenAI, in my action step. When we are going to build the connection between these applications, then we will see that action is going to follow what the trigger commands. Because when the trigger happens, that means when the form will be submitted by the customer, then only the analysis of the feedback responses are going to be generated, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger and action, let us start creating this automation step by step. To start with the process, first of all, let's go towards our trigger step and let us select our trigger application over here. So my trigger application will be Google Forms. I'm going to select that over here. Now we have to select the trigger event. That means on the happening of its specific event inside Google Forms, you want to capture the response and start your workflow. So here I want that when a new response will be received inside Google Forms, when a new form will be submitted, then automatically the response should be captured inside Pabbly Connect as well. And with that response, the workflow should get started. Okay, so here we have received a webhook URL and also we have received some instructions. By following the given instructions step by step carefully, we need to insert the webhook URL inside our Google Forms. And as we will do that, then the webhook URL is actually going to act as a bridge for transferring the data of every new form which is submitted inside Google Forms towards Pabbly Connect. So let's copy the webhook URL and then I am going to show you what you are supposed to do. So first of all, for this, I will take you towards my Google Forms. Here I am going to explain you all the fields which I have selected in my form. So here this is a product feedback collection form. Then we have the full name of the customer, their email address, the product name which they have received, which they have purchased. Here I have asked the question, how satisfied are you with the product? They are going to give the rating within very satisfied, satisfied, neutral, dissatisfied, or very dissatisfied. Then we have what features did you like the most? So they are going to explain us the features which they like the most in the product which they have purchased. What issues did you face or what could be improved? So in case if they want to explain about the issues which they have faced or any kind of thing which we can improve or any suggestions of future versions of the product. And then here we have, would you recommend this product to others? Why or why not? For each of the reasons which they are going to give us over here, we are going to generate an analysis summary with the help of our AI agent. Alright, now once you have completed your form, then you have to go towards the response section. Over here on the response section, you can see the option of Google Sheets, link to Sheets. When we are going to click on this button, here we have create a new spreadsheet with this name or select an existing one. We are going to create a new spreadsheet with this name and we are going to click on create. As we will do that, the form which we have created is now linked with our Google Sheets. And now every time a form is going to be submitted by the customer, the response of that form is going to be captured inside Google Sheets. Alright, so when the response will be captured inside Google Sheets, then automatically the response will be sent towards Pabbly Connect as well. So basically we are going to build the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. You can see we have all the columns in the spreadsheet which we have in our form. So here we have full name, email, product name, how satisfied are you with the product and other fields. Along with this we have the timestamp, that means the date and time at which the form was submitted. Alright, now we are going to simply build the connection between this Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. But before that, let us create a record over here in the Google Sheets first so that we can send it towards Pabbly Connect for the test submission. So here for that, I'm going to take you back towards my form and I'm going to click on publish. So the form is published now. And now here I'm going to click on share button. So here we have a link of the form. I'm going to quickly copy it. I'm going to click on done. And now I'm going to open it in a new tab. The form is open in front of us. So quickly I'm going to submit this form in front of you so that the record will be created in our Google Sheets. Let's start with a name. Let's say the name of the customer who is filling up this form is Smart User. Let's say the email is smart@pabblytudes.com. Let's say the product purchased by this customer is, here the product name is, let's say, Chai Blend X. Now it is asking us how satisfied are you with the product. So let's say I'm going to select satisfied over here. What features did you like the most? So let's say I'm going to give the feature as the aroma and the flavor were exceptional. Felt very fresh and natural. So here I have given the feature which I'd like the most as a customer. What issues did you face or what could be improved? So here I'm going to enter a message as the packaging wasn't secure. Let's say this is the sample issue which I faced as a customer in the chai blend. It leaked a bit during delivery. Now I'm going to enter any suggestions of future versions of the product which you want. So I'm going to enter the suggestion as add reasonable packaging and maybe smaller trial pack. This is the suggestion which I'm going to give as a customer. Now I'm going to enter the message as, would you recommend this product to others? Why or why not? Yes, because the quality is great, just needs better packaging. I've entered all the details, and now as I have entered these details, I'm going to click on submit. As soon as the form is submitted, I will take you towards my Google Sheets, and over here you can see that the record is created successfully for the form response which we have received. Now here we are going to build the connection between this Google Sheet and Pabbly Connect. Now quickly let's go towards extensions. Here we have the option of add-ons. When we'll go towards get add-ons, it will take us towards Google Workspace Marketplace, where we need to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So Pabbly Connect Webhook is the add-on which we need to install in Google Sheets to build the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I've already installed this add-on. I'm going to click on cross, and now if you have installed the add-on for the very first time, you also have to refresh your spreadsheet. Then only you will be able to find the option of Pabbly Connect Webhooks under extensions. As I can find the options, now I'm going to click on initial setup. We have to do an initial setup in which we have to enter two details to build this connection. First of all, we have to enter the webhook URL. So let's go back towards Pabbly Connect. We will once again copy the webhook URL and paste it over here directly. Done. Now we have to decide a trigger column. You have to select a specific column from your spreadsheet which will be acting as your trigger column. Trigger column is actually the column on which the data is added once the entire row is going to be sent towards Pabbly Connect with the help of webhook URL. So for example, in my spreadsheet, you can see I have the columns up till I. I'm going to decide I as my trigger column because I want that when a new form is going to be submitted by my customer, the record is going to be added over here in my spreadsheet in the form of a new row. Then as soon as the row is going to be filled up till I column, then immediately my response should be capture of that entire row towards Pabbly Connect and not before that. Okay, therefore I is my trigger column. So in the similar manner, you also have to decide a column from your spreadsheet that is going to act as your trigger column. And now I'm going to click on send test to send this test response of the second row towards Pabbly Connect to continue our workflow. As we have done that, the test data is sent. So now let's click on submit. As we have submitted the initial setup, I'm going to click on cross. I will take you back towards Pabbly Connect, and you can see that the response is automatically and instantly captured over here. In our response, we have received all the details. So let's start reading them one by one. First of all, we have the answer for the questions over here. Then we have the trigger column which we have decided, the timestamp. Then we have the spreadsheet name, the spreadsheet ID, sheet name, sheet ID, row index. That means the number of row which we have received as a response. The product name, the other questions, the name of the customer, their email address, and here once again another question. These details are exactly the same which we have received from our form submission. This means our connection between Google Forms and Pabbly Connect is built successfully. Now one more thing we have to do, we have to go back towards the Google Sheet which we have recently connected, that is connected with the form. Now I want that every time the form is going to be submitted by my customer, the response is going to be recorded over here in my spreadsheet up till the trigger column. Then immediately and automatically the data should be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect. We should not do anything manually after that. For that, we have to go towards extensions, Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and here we can see the option of send on event. We have to click on this button because now every time a new row is going to be added over here in the spreadsheet, the data is going to be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect. So let's move forward over here. We need to generate the analysis of this Google form response which we have received. That is the feedback. Okay, so we are going to generate the analysis with the help of our AI agent. And here my AI agent is OpenAI. So I'm going to select my action application as OpenAI. In your case, if you are using any other AI application to generate your response as your AI agent, you can select that as well. I will select OpenAI as my action application, and now we have to select the action event. So here I want to generate my response with the help of ChatGPT. So I've selected that as my action event. Now we are going to build the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. You can see we have two options over here to build this connection, add new connection and select existing connection. So in case if you already have an existing connection with OpenAI, you can just quickly go with that. But if you want to create a new connection, for that we'll click on this add new connection. Here you have to provide a token. Okay, before building this connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect, whether you are selecting an existing connection or you are going for a new connection, make sure that you are already logged into your OpenAI account, because then the process of your connection is going to become simple and easier. Now here you can see that we have to enter the token in order to create a new connection. To get this token, you can see we have the instructions. You can just click on this hyperlink which is going to take you towards the API key page of your OpenAI account. Over there you can generate the token and paste it over here. I have already built the connection with my OpenAI account earlier, so currently I'm going to go with an existing connection and I will click on save. As we have done that, the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect is built. So now we have to select the model first of all to generate the content. Here we have multiple models inside ChatGPT. Currently I am going to use GPT-4o mini as my model. I have selected that. In your case, if you want to use any other model, you can also go for that. Now we have to move forward towards a very important and the highlight step of this automation, that is to enter the prompt. Now, prompt is actually the command which we need to provide to our AI agent or to ChatGPT that what we actually wanted to do for us. Here, for example, we have received a form response from Google Forms and we want to generate analysis summary of that form response regarding all the details which we have received in the response by the customers. So our prompt should be according to that. We have to instruct each and every detail over here that how and what kind of content we actually want in the response, what kind of details we want our ChatGPT to use and generate the data. Finally, and also we need to include the details over here that what all things we do not want in our response. Certain kind of words, certain kind of space, symbols, etc. So your prompt should be well instructed. It should be clear and on point. In my case here, I'm going to enter the prompt as, here we have the prompt. You are a product analyst. First of all, I have provided the role which my AI agent needs to perform over here. You are a product analyst. Based on the following customer feedback response, analyze the sentiment, summarize key points, and suggest one improvement idea. Here I'm going to enter the details which I have received from the form: name, email, product used, overall experience, etc. One more thing I'm going to add over here. Generate the response in the message format to be sent to my team, as I want to send a message notification to my team members in Google Chat space related to the analysis which we have received from the feedback form. Therefore, I have entered this, that what kind of content I want. Now, one by one, I'm going to enter the inputs which I want to provide to ChatGPT, on the basis of which I want to generate the response. And these inputs are the details which we have received from Google form response by the customer. First of all, we have to enter the name of the customer. So here I'm going to simply enter the name of the customer, and we have received the name and all of the details already in our earlier response. So instead of entering it manually, we will simply map the name. So here we have the name of the customer. Let's select it and it is mapped. When we have mapped this name, it has become dynamic. That means with each and every new response, automatically it is going to replace. So every time we are going to receive a new Google form submission by the customer, automatically the name, the email, and all the details which we are going to map in this field are going to be replaced. And in this way, we are going to automate the entire process of generating analysis for each of the feedback form response. Okay, because if we will enter the data manually over here, as we have entered the rest of the prompt, it is going to be static and it is then not going to replace. Therefore, mapping is very important. Now we are going to map the email address which we have received. Then we have the product used. So the product name which the customer has purchased is this. Then the overall experience which the customer faced. So here we are going to provide the overall experience. They were satisfied, all right. Then we have the featured which they like. So the features which they like most were this. Then here we have the issues which they faced or any kind of improvement which they want. Then we have the recommendation, that whether they are going to recommend our product to others or no, with a reason. All right, so here as we have mapped all the details, now let's click on save and send test request button. And here we have received the response which contains sentiment positive with a minor concern regarding packaging. Key points are here: exceptional aroma and flavor. However, the packaging was insecure, leading to leaks. Improvement idea is also given: enhanced packaging design to ensure secure delivery. So we have received the content, the analysis as it is, as we have instructed in the prompt. And now I'm going to send this generated analysis as a message notification to my team on Google Chat space. For that, quickly, let's build the connection between Google Chat space and Pabbly Connect. Let's click on this add action step button. Our action application over here will be Google Chat Hangout, and we will select the action event that will be create message. Now let's click on connect. Here we have to provide chat webhook URL to build this connection. To get that chat webhook URL, just click on this learn more hyperlink. It will redirect you towards the Pabbly forum page where we can get all the instructions how to build the connection between Google Chat and Pabbly Connect. First of all, to build the connection, because we want to generate the chat webhook URL, for that we have to copy this avatar URL from here. And then you have to go towards your Google Chat space which you want to connect with Pabbly Connect. This is my space, and over here we have the name of the space as marketing team. We have to go towards the name, and here we have apps and integrations which we have to select. Over here we have the option of webhooks, and we have to click on this add webhook button to add a new webhook. You also have to provide a name to your webhook which is going to be displayed every time when a notification will be received on your Google Chat space. So it should be carefully entered. So the name I'm going to give to my webhook is new feedback received. Okay, then here we are going to paste the avatar URL and we'll click on save. As we have done that, you can see that here new feedback received is added as a webhook. We have to click on the three dots and here we have to copy this link because this is the chat webhook URL which is required inside our workflow. So let's go back towards Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. Then we have to enter the message. So the message which I'm going to send as a notification is product feedback summary, customer. So here I'm going to quickly enter the name of the customer, then the product which he has purchased, the summarized analysis. I'm going to map it, and now I've entered. Let's take this into account for improvements and next steps. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request button. And as soon as we have done that, we have received a response. I will take you towards my Google Chat space now, and here we have received the message as notification from here, and here we have the webhook name, new feedback received. This means that our connection between Google Forms, OpenAI and Google Chat is built, and now every time a new feedback is going to be submitted by the customers, automatically an analysis is going to be generated in the form of summary message, and automatically it is going to be sent to our team members on Google Chat space. If you do not want to send it on Google Chat space, you can also use Slack or Discord over here. And if you want to create a record, you can also create the summary record in your Google Sheets. Okay. Now, after completing this automation, I'm also going to show you a real example how this automation is actually going to work. So I will take you back towards my Google Forms. I'm going to quickly submit it over here. So I will once again go towards the share option. I will copy the link of the form and I will open it in a new tab. Over here, quickly, I'm going to submit the form. Let's say the name of the customer is this time test user. The email is @pabblytudes.com. Let's say the product name, almond fudge. How satisfied are you with the product? Let's say very satisfied. The features you like the most. Flavor and the bitterness. What issues did you face? Packaging could be improved. And here I'm going to give the suggestions. Let's say I want to taste more flavors and versions of this chocolate. Now I'm going to provide the recommendations. So I'm going to say yes. Yes, because I just love the taste and quality. As soon as I'm going to submit this form, now I'm going to take you towards my Google Sheets. Over here, you can see that the record is created. As soon as the record is created over here, now I'm going to take you towards my Google Chat space, and here we have the summary. Test user is very satisfied with the almond fudge, praising its flavor and bitterness, though they suggest improving the packaging. Improvement idea: enhance the packaging designed to improve customer experience while maintaining the product quality. Here we have the entire feedback summary. So in this way, our automation is actually going to work. You can also very easily create this amazing automation to auto-analyze Google Forms product feedbacks with the help of AI agent. I hope the automation is clear to you. Also, it is helpful for your business. Thank you for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such amazing applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any doubt, you can write us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask about the pricing, you can visit this website given over here. Do not forget to share our videos, like our video, and also subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.